name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the bookie killer, El Capitan. Sitting here with my ride-along host, the paparazzi. What's going on, brother?
Man, another great sports week we got coming up. Baseball starts tomorrow. Congratulations, Kansas Jayhawks, national championship in NCAA. Great basketball game the other day. Just great sports time.
Absolutely. And the way the game ended with the guy stepping out of bounds, not being able to get the free throws and cover the fucking spread, that was a little fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas was down by 16 points in the first half. Huge comeback. Great game. But, yeah, as far as the betting points, if you're a bettor, which we all are, especially if you watch the show, coming down to covering that 4 points, that game at the very end gave you a heart attack if you're on either side.
However, let me ask you this. I feel, and you can tell me your opinion, I feel that was one of the best tournaments I've seen in the last 10 years easily.
Yes, it had a lot of good storylines. A lot of the big seeds got knocked out early. You had some teams like St. Peter's made deep runs. Even North Carolina, they were an 8 seed, got to the championship game, and again, were up 16 points in the final game.
And do you feel how I feel about Gonzaga? They're just never going to get it done.
Yeah, Gonzaga always is a great team. They are great in the regular season, but when it comes down to that final tournament play, they just, for whatever reason,
can't get it done.
Can't get it done, yeah.
Anyway, Major League Baseball is here starting tomorrow. I want everybody to be excited, and due to the fact that I want everybody involved, we're going to do 2 things today. Number 1, we're going to give away $500 cash.
Perfect.
I know people could use some money out there. Second of all, we're going to do a promotion that's affordable for everybody. Baseball season, we've talked about it several times. This is the time of the year where 6 out of 10 people fall off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done for the season. I'm going to sit baseball out. No offense, that is the stupidest fucking decision you could ever make in your life. With the underdog value, baseball by far the most profitable sport.
Yeah, when you look at this as treating it as a business, and you who gets value, odds every single day on your plays, this is the best time to be betting.
100%. Now, if you have a handicapper that's giving you baseball minus 200, minus 250, minus 300, baseball will be the worst fucking season you've ever had in your life because those favorites will lose.
They will kill you.
And you will get absolutely buried. But you have somebody like me that's going to give you totals, underdog value, first 5. Matter of fact, I should do a sports betting 101 about first 5. There's a lot of new sports bettors out there that don't know shit about baseball.
Yeah,
so
we'll film that.
I will do that. But what I'm going to do for you guys, all you have to do is follow us and then DM me. I will run you opening day of baseball, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a $100 bill.
Perfect.
I don't give a fuck about your money. I want your business. So everybody out there that wants to learn baseball, get underdog value, learn the ins and outs of the game from a guy that works directly with players, coaches, CEOs, I got your back. All you have to do is follow us on Instagram and DM us $100 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Hell, that might even pay for your gasoline for the week.
You know what? I've filled up twice this week, $125.
Yeah.
The Rolls Royce is costing me $250 a week to drive. That's $1,000. So you break that down and getting that new X-Type Tesla for $1,300 a month, you take off that extra $1,000. What are you paying? $300 a month for a brand new car?
Yeah, well worth it.
Well worth it all day.
But for everybody out there, and I'm not kidding, you want to be able to pay for your gas and the extra cost with food and everything else. You need a guy like him at this time that can help you with the second income. And I'm not being funny. I'm not being joking. I'm not kissing his ass. You need somebody that can help you grind to get that second income, and this is a perfect way to do it. And for a $100 bill to get involved, this is the time.
I don't think it's just for gas. How about grass and ass?
Both.
I mean, goddamn, everybody needs it all. Anyway, April's...
Are the prostitutes out here charging more, do you think?
Oh, they're going hard. Yeah, everybody's tripling. Everybody's tripled up right now. The economy's insane. Even the guys that came and landscaped my yard, it was probably about a $25,000 job. They charged me $60,000.
Wow.
My pool should have been
Yeah.
a $100,000 pool. They charged me $150,000. So yeah, everything is inflated right now. Anyway, I don't think you guys give a fuck about my pool or my landscaping. This show is all about the legalization of sports betting. It's a spinoff of our show, Money Talks. This podcast is all about education and showing you guys who's hot, who's not, and giving your best bang for your buck betting games. April 6th, podcast number 356. And the bookie sucks what?
Dicks.
All day. Show sponsored by our boys over there at Blue Chew and, of course, the Money Team. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Get a hold of us at 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter at VIPSportsLV. If you don't want to call, direct message me about doing business, and you'll hear back from me immediately. We will not DM or spam you about contests or promotions. So if you get contacted by an account with my picture that says they're me, make sure you look for that blue check for your own safety. You don't want to get buried by one of these scandy cappers sitting in a one-bedroom apartment on their computer.
Now, if you want to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to the podcast, click that bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. And we greatly appreciate your thumbs up and do read all of your comments.
Once again, want to give a shout out to all the troops, all the active military, all the retired military, everybody out there that's protecting us, allowing us to live a happy and safe life. From the bottom of my heart, we salute the troops. We love you guys. And as a matter of fact, if you're an active military guy, give me a call or DM me. I'll give you one of my personal plays, $2,500 game for free. That's how much love I got for you guys out there. And once again, we greatly appreciate
Hoorah.
it. Some news. I don't know what's bigger news, the fact that paparazzi owes me $1,000 or that Tiger Woods actually made the motherfucking comeback. Tiger Woods says he thinks that he has a chance to win the Masters, and he will be a game-time decision for Thursday's opening round in Augusta.
If Tiger Woods wins the Masters, I will shave my head live on the show for everybody.
Well, that's not that serious of a bet. You know, the fact of the matter is, the reason why he's coming back is more of a message, Poppy. Don't give up. No matter what trials and tribulations you go through in your life, if you rehab yourself, if you dedicate yourself, if you're motivated to getting better, you could always get better.
I appreciate that message. There's nothing wrong with that message.
Well, that's
but
my message in
Tiger
life,
has
too.
no shot to win. And
Stop hating on him because you lost a fucking bet.
I-
He's the
it's
best
not 'cause
golfer
I
of
lo-
all
I
time.
lost the bet.
Best
I'm-
golfer of all time.
he might be, I'm not disagreeing with that, but with the injuries he has, being that somebody like me who's also had similar injuries, he's not coming back at that level to win. So I'm being a realist for you. Anybody
Tiger's
is going to
never-
go throw away your money.
Let-
Go waste it on a hooker. Go waste it on some.
Wrong.
do
Let me let
something
you
else.
in on a secret. Tiger's never ran a race to lose.
That's
and
true.
neither have I. So I got his back. Master odds for Tiger Woods to win the Masters, plus 5,000. Top 5 finish, plus 1,000. Top 10 finish, plus 450. In the top 10 after round 1, plus 500. Top finisher among former champs, plus 750.
Yeah, he's also minus 165 or plus 135, I think, to make the cut. Minus 165 not to make the cut.
And minus 325 million from his ex-bitch.
That's true. That's true.
Let's get right into Major League Baseball, Poppy. Who's that sponsored by?
Well, we all know it's sponsored by my good boys over at Blue Chew. Guys, spring is here. We could all use a stiff breeze. That's right. This episode is sponsored by my friends at Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help you in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable tablet and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to that doctor office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
Abso-fucking-lutely, guys. There's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help you and give you confidence where it counts. So if you could use a little benefit and a little extra confidence when it's time to perform, William Smith, Blue Chew can help your little dick. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you're using our promotional code VIP at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promotional code VIP to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we do thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show.
You think, like, even for William Smith, 1.5 inches would probably go to 3 inches? For
Of course. You know, take that little 3-inch dick and make it into a 4 or 5. You know what I mean?
1.5 will probably go to 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're being generous saying 3.
At least he can have a finger going in there, you know what I mean, instead of a pinky. At least get the middle finger up in there. You
Well,
know what I mean?
he gets a middle finger going into his ass.
Well, he gets more than a middle finger. I think he's getting baseball bats going in his butthole. Shout out to the Gump Willie boy. Anyway, there's no better way to start the season than the Boston Red Sox in the Bronx, baby, to take on the New York Yankees, which, by the way, I said it last year. I'm going to say it again. However, I'm going to add it. Look out for Boston and New York to cover the spread a lot in the beginning of the season. Both Boston and New York have the players to win it all, with Boston priced at 18-1 odds to win the World Series and New York at 11-1. But both teams are just behind the Toronto Blue Jays in the division at 10-1 odds to win the Fall Classic. Boston is plus $1.20. New York is minus $1.40. For the third straight season, right-hander Nathan Eovaldi gets the start for Boston over Chris Sale, who suffered a rib fracture, and New York, it's ace Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is still a beast. Now, Sale fell off a little bit last year, in my opinion. The dude is an absolute beast. You think he's ready to roll?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with injuries, especially with pitchers.
But a rib fracture is not going to keep you down forever.
No, a rib fracture. But as you get older with that arm, throwing all those innings and stuff, you know, Father Time hits you and stuff. So pitchers, as they get older, it takes something out of you.
Yeah, it does. But Garrett Cole's still a motherfucking G.
Garrett Cole, I would not be betting against very often.
The Yankees did not invest any money in their starting rotation this year, but did pick up Isaiah Falefa.
Sounds like falafel.
And Josh Donaldson from the Minnesota Twins. Brewers minus $1.45 versus the Cubs. Cubs are plus $1.25. Defending Cy Young winner Corbin Burns takes the mound when the Brewers meet the Cubs at Wrigley Field. You know, that's one field I never went to that Skip said is just absolutely.
It's my favorite. Now, if you're going to a baseball field for comfort and luxury, Wrigley Field is not your spot.
No, you're going to be thugged out, but the atmosphere is amazing.
If you're going to a baseball field for the feel of baseball and everything, like
the 12 beers,
there's
the 15
nothing,
bags of peanuts,
the
4 hot dogs.
You take the L right there to Wrigley. You walk outside there in Wrigleyville. You go in there, and just the atmosphere is unbelievable if you're a true baseball fan.
No fucking doubt about it. Brewers are expected to win the Central Division with a price of minus $1.78 to win the division. Mets minus $1.75 versus the Nationals plus 155. It should have been Jacob deGrom starting opening day, but he's out with an injury for a while. And Max Scherzer feels great after nursing a hamstring injury, but will not pitch most likely until Friday, when he will face his former team for the first time since being traded to the Dodgers last year. Another pitcher that I didn't think lived up to his performance, Scherzer as well.
Yeah, you know, Scherzer is a great pitcher. He can go in there and shut you down game after game. But at the same point, you go in there and he's a $3 favorite, and he gives up 6 runs in the second inning.
Guys, if you do not know what you're doing in baseball, this is not a sport to bet with your motherfucking heart. This takes talent. It takes skills. It takes scouting these teams. You heard Skipper coming in here on the video. We've had people scouting for the last 2 months to figure out what these teams are all about. So if you think you're just going to wait for opening day tomorrow and pick a couple favorites and think you're getting paid, not only are you not going to get paid, but you're going to be getting unlaid as well.
Well, with VIP sports, it comes down to a lot more than that. You can't just look at pitcher matchups and shit like that. We, you know, have advanced information about umpire matchups, you know, certain matchups on artificial turf versus grass. It goes way deeper than that, guys. The information that he gets is unbelievable, stuff that you could never even think of. And like he just said, you try just handicapping $3 favorites, you are going to get murdered.
No doubt about it. Another thing is, talking about Scherzer, you know, by the way, he's the highest paid player in the majors. Max Scherzer of the Mets will get $43.3 million this year.
That's about $7 million less than you make a year.
Oh, no, that's about 4 times what your boy's making a year. So, anyway, result, Scherzer's salary is slightly less than the entire Oakland A's payroll, which is around $44 million.
Right, and now
he better fucking perform, or as an owner, I'd be breaking his fucking arms.
Right, and now you look at that, right, and knowing you'll be on Oakland a lot, getting plus value. So one player over there for the Mets makes more than the entire fucking team. You'll be here taking a team, Oakland, who gets the whole team makes what one player makes, and we'll be on that team a lot.
But not only that, it's like what I'm trying to tell our fans and listeners. You don't think the teams know that?
Right.
I mean, you don't think that they know, like, this motherfucker's making more than our entire team? Let's go blast his motherfucking ass.
Exactly.
So, you know, baseball is a hard, grimy fucking mind game, and they know what's up. Mariners minus $1.10 versus the Twins. It's an even money game. Expectations are getting higher for the Mariners this season with Julio Rodriguez, Jarrett Kelenic, Mitch
Haniger.
Mitch Haniger and others hoping to get Seattle to the next level. For the Twins, Carlos Carrera, Sonny Gray, Gary Sanchez, Gio Urshela, Joe Smith, and Chris Archer have been added to the Twins in hopes to win their division.
Well, and you have an employee named Ethan who's very high on Seattle this year.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
If Seattle doesn't come through, Ethan's going to have a lot of crow pie to eat.
Yeah, well, you got to even match. Does Seattle get the job done against the Twins, E? Our producer says so, but inquiring minds want to know. You better hit us up. Take advantage of that $99 promotion that I'm doing. $100 gets you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Reds plus $1.85 versus the red-hot Braves minus $2.15.
World Series champion Braves.
Braves are going to be a team that win a lot. However, from a betting perspective, they're going to be high favorites a lot throughout the entire season. So is it a team to get your money's worth, considering that you feel it's a for sure win? No.
No, and they've added a couple pieces over there in Atlanta, but they also lost Freddie Freeman, who was a very big piece of that team.
By the way, minus 215 is the most expensive favorite on opening day tomorrow, and that's the defending champs, Atlanta Braves. Max Fried, who over-under on pitching wins, is a surprising 14.5 in 2022. And Cincinnati's Tyler Mahle gets the start on Thursday. Max Fried made 28 starts with a 3.4 ERA last season, and he won the World Series clincher as well. So
yeah, he's a great pitcher. Injuries could, hamper that. If he could throw 30, 35 starts, he's definitely going over 14 and a half. However, he's an ace, going to be facing ace pitchers, and you've got to remember that. Just because you've got an ace starter, he's going to be going up against other teams' ace pitchers, so you have to take that into consideration if you're betting that.
And you have to take in consideration when these aces face each other to look at the goddamn total. Don't
Correct.
be worrying about the fucking side.
Correct.
Totals will get you paid. First 5 will get you paid. Plain and simple. Astros plus $1.05 versus the Angels minus $1.25. The night closes out with great game between Houston and L.A. Houston is tied with Toronto at 10-1 odds for the second shortest price to win the World Series, while the Angels are way down the list at 35-1. They disrespecting the Angels with that?
They got Ohtani, they got Mike Trout, they got some other signings. But the Angels are a team that never get out of the gate fast. They always seem to disappoint. So is it a little disrespectful? 35-1 might be a little high, but this is a team that never seems to get the job done. So no.
They the Gonzaga of baseball or what?
Yeah, they're the Gonzaga of baseball.
The defending MVP superstar, Ohtani, like you said, will make his first career opening day start for the Angels. Moving on to Friday, A's take on the Phillies. Phillies are 30-1 to win the World Series with Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Kyle Schwarber, and J.T. Realmuto and Rice Hoskins leading the way for Philly. Aaron Nola gets his 5th straight opening game start for the Phillies, which is the longest such streak for any Phillies pitcher since Hall of Famer Steve Carlton did it 10 straight times. Oakland is losing players left and right, and they will start right-hander Frankie Montas 13-9 with a 3.3 ERA in 2021. Here's the question, Poppy. Can a team like Oakland, who absolutely has nothing to lose, be a dangerous team at times throughout the season?
100%. Oakland
100%.
Oakland has proved year after year for the last 30 years
They can beat anybody at any time.
they get rid of their players and then they bring up guys and are competitive year after year after year. Yep. So question here, 100%. They've proven it time after time after time. You would think the answer would be no, that they're a minor league club coming up, but these guys play hard. They play for their jobs, and hey, they look at what's happened, and they see these guys go on to get big contracts with other teams. So 100%.
Do you remember Yankees 4 years ago when they didn't have one starter? It was all fucking guys brought up. They were fucking murdering.
We talked about it, and boom, the Yankees reloaded quickly and became contenders within a year, which was unbelievably quick. But Oakland, yes, this team brings up talent, and they could definitely be competitive.
Dodgers at Rockies Friday. Dodgers World Series favorites, by the way, at 5-1. Los Angeles was originally due to face the Rockies for an opening series at Dodger Stadium, but the revised 2022 schedule has the Dodgers playing at Coors Field in Colorado versus the Rockies for the second straight year on opening day. For the first time, Walker Buehler will be the opening day starter pitcher for L.A., not Clayton Kershaw, which another pitcher, superstar pitcher, did not impress me last year or the year before.
No, Clayton Kershaw is not the same guy that you guys remember from 3, 4, 5 years ago.
So when you see him minus $3, you don't jump on it.
No,
simple.
Clayton Kershaw is not that same pitcher. He's still a pitcher that can get the job done. He's going to be in the Dodgers rotation, but he's not a number 1 starter anymore. He's a number 4 or 5 starter.
Player for player, you agree Dodgers have the best talent in Major League Baseball? 100%.
Probably.
Probably.
You know, when you open up the checkbook and buy a World Series
the question.
team.
Do they have the best fucking lineup in baseball? Yes or no?
I grew up being a Dodgers fan. At this point in my life, I like to root against the Dodgers because I just don't like teams that open up a checkbook to buy the World Series.
I do. I'm all for buying a motherfucking team all day long. Rockies will start lefty Kyle Freeland. And Freeland is a lifetime 3-7 with a 4.9 ERA and 16 starts against the Dodgers. Former Chicago Cub Chris Bryant signed a 7-year, $182 million deal with Rockies last month, and he is aiming to turn the Rockies into a winning squad.
Well, good luck, Chris. You're going to need a lot more help than you, my friend.
You ain't lying. You thought you were depressed playing for the Cubs.
Yeah.
You want to put this cross on your back, boy, you're going to be just as depressed.
and you got the axe of the skipper because the skipper is so pissed you didn't go join your buddy Harper there in Phillies. Skip's going to be all over your ass all year.
Oh, well, go get your money, Chris. You're a Vegas boy. I love you to the end, homeboy. Opening day trend. The Baltimore Orioles haven't posted a record above 500 since 2016, but own the major's best record in season openers for the century.
That's a surprising stat.
Yeah, you think? Despite losing their last 3 opening games, the Orioles are still 15-5 in the last 20 openers, and Baltimore has a solid starter, John Means, on the hill on Friday against the Rays in Tampa Bay.
They're going to be a big underdog, but that Means kid is a very good pitcher. Baltimore is not going to contend for any title this year, but they will be competitive. So on a day
so will Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay is going to be very competitive. It's going to be very hard to beat Tampa Bay. However, if you're looking for value and you can find an ace like Means, maybe getting $2 or so, that may be a day to swing and take a shot.
Absolutely. While Baltimore has been the Major League Baseball's best opening day, the Texas Rangers have been the worst by far. If you bet $100 on the last 23 Rangers openers, you'd be down $800. Texas is just 2-6 in their last 8 openers, have been outscored by 24 runs. Texas is at the tough Toronto Blue Jays on Friday. Go ahead and take Toronto run line and get your motherfucking money.
Well, Vegas Dave's going to give out. That's going to be his play of the year.
Toronto
no run line. -$4 or $5. Toronto will be it. So I'm just saving you guys the money from having to go deal with Dave.
Without having to read his
play.
email?
Yeah.
We'll save you from reading his newsletter. Take this -500.
Yeah.
Buy it down 60 points. Do this.
Yeah, that's my whale play via Vegas Dave.
No, those aren't whale plays. Those are catfish plays.
Oh, catfish.
That motherfucker got catfish and tuna plays. You want some stinky ass plays?
Yeah.
Call Purse Boy. He'll get you on a -500.
Yeah, one of the hookers down in Mexico to smell like their legs.
Yeah,
$5 play from Toronto.
Baseball news. Pitchers and catchers will have the option of using newly tested, what is that? Synaline devices as they decide what pitchers to throw in the upcoming regular season. The device is expected to greatly decrease the chance of a sign stealing scandal, many of which have rocketed the sport in recent years using a pad with buttons on the wrist of the glove hand. A catcher will be able to signal the pitcher directly to the pitcher through a listening device. As many as 3 other teammates will also have access to the device to assist in fielding position. That's just taking it too far.
Well, it's taking it too far, but I actually like it because it will even up the game and take away from technology of other teams being able to steal the signs and see what's going on. So if this is a way to combat that, I'm all for it.
What do you think Belichick would say about that?
Oh, well,
He would say, if you have an opportunity to steal some shit, do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm for getting every advantage that you can get, right?
Exactly.
But if this
I agree, though.
evens
Makes it
it up,
fair.
yeah, if it evens it up to make it fair, I'm all for it.
Sports betting news. For those that don't think inside information is real, important thing. ESPN broke a story recently about Las Vegas-based analysts tasked with monitoring for suspicious activity that saw tens of millions of dollars come in overnight on a college football game during this past season. Because players on the favored team, including many starters, would not play because of COVID-19. And the team's equipment manager had leaked the news to bettors the day before the game. As a result, the equipment manager was fired, but no criminal charges were filed. And because of confidentiality agreements, the story was never made public. ESPN also interviewed an expert in the field who said, when it comes to inside information, the most common is the people who have access to the players themselves. Hello?
What do you think a guy like Steve Stevens does, okay? There's a lot of bullshitters on Instagram who are living in Colorado and Montana and Florida who have no information, no contacts, nothing. All they do is tell you what they have. This guy's been out here in Vegas for 25 years, establishing a network of sources, to equipment managers, to other people, to get this kind of information on a daily basis.
Hold on. Do you forget who called me last year?
Well, there's lots of people who call you.
Major League Baseball
Correct. I took the call.
called me and asked me about inside information.
And this podcast.
And if I was working with players and
Yes.
blah, 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 blah. And several people were under
Yes.
investigation.
Yes.
And what did I tell them? Absolutely not.
Correct.
Because it's not like that. I don't fix games. I don't
No.
work with players. I get information in different ways. Everything I do is legit based off real-time information. But just as a fact, how many other handicappers are getting a phone call from Major League Baseball?
They're not.
Exactly.
Guys,
Which means they're not doing nothing. No one knows who you are. So go sit in your rental house, pay for your fucking Instagram ads, and keep doing what you're doing because nobody knows you.
there's so much smoke and mirrors, but when you're actually dealing with somebody who is a real, like it gets old having to say this all the time. He had his television show. He's got an office right here that you can come to come talk to him.
Yeah, I don't think these handicappers have had gaming control board following them for the last 8 fucking years.
No.
And that's not a good thing because it's very stressful,
Yeah.
but it's because they're wondering what I'm doing to make this type of money and to win the way that I win. However, it's all legal and legit. Shout out to the Gaming Control Board. We love you guys.
Yeah, the Gaming Control Board is just doing their job, trying to keep things up on the above.
Which is investigating a complaint from these little punk-ass competitors in my business.
Correct.
Who call them and make false complaints trying to get me shut down. Guess what? It'll never happen. Stop wasting your time.
Correct.
It's equipment managers and trainers because either the trainer gets called and says, hey, don't bother getting up at 5 a.m. to tape these ankles or do this. He's not going to play tonight. Or it's an equipment manager is told not to get an athlete's gear ready. The expert also said with all the games going on all the time, like 4,000 college basketball games in a season, he doesn't think that it's possible that there isn't some form of match fixing going on at some point.
Well, prove it there, mister.
True, but he's completely right when you have the equipment manager that gets the call early in the morning, whether someone's playing, whether to tape this guy's ankle, tape this guy's wrist. It's information like that we know if a player's playing or not, real similar to the COVID information that we get that nobody else gets.
That point, which we've told you all season, you have access to getting.
But match fixing, get the fuck out
Right,
of here.
exactly.
I mean,
that's my other point.
this ain't horse racing fucking 15 years ago with the mob. You know what I
Correct,
mean?
correct.
Shit just ain't happening.
Correct.
NBA end of the season stretch is looking like the end of a long, painful road for the Los Angeles Lakers. I can't even watch them anymore. I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to see them.
What have I said all here on the podcast?
It's just disgusting. With injuries to Anthony Davis and LeBron all season long, plus things just not really working out with the addition of Russell Westbrook. Also, Magic Johnson basically threw LeBron James under the bus and said that LeBron blocked the Lakers' ability to acquire league MVP candidate DeMar DeRozan, who is having an unbelievable season in Chicago.
What?
Well, LeBron's blocked the Lakers from doing a lot of shit. So
That's what I've told you guys all year long. No player should be bigger than any team.
should be dictating the team.
This guy, that's what he's done. He's put this whole franchise in peril over one guy. He's the greatest player, if not ever, behind Michael Jordan, right? But you can't give one guy that much control.
No, but it proves the fact that he is, because look what they are without him.
Yeah.
As good as our boy you hate in New Jersey, okay?
Mr. Irving.
Mr. Irving. However, without Durant there, they really can't do nothing.
Right.
That's how strong Durant's presence is over there.
Right.
And Durant came out and said, I feel like I've fucked our season up due to injuries. However, can they pull out of it? Can New Jersey pull out of it?
Brooklyn can definitely – Brooklyn has the talent to
They
pull
need
out of it.
KD. They have the talent. Are they healthy?
I think they're getting healthier. They play in a game tonight against New York, a 75th celebration of the NBA, which I think they'll get the job done.
They were like minus 14 last night. What happened, E? Did they get the job done? They didn't cover, right?
No.
Minus 17. Yeah,
But
come on.
they're the worst covering team in the NBA. We've gone over that.
Well, I've tried to tell my guys that, they're the worst covering team against the spread, and yet you guys see them at minus 17 and still take the fucking game.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you guys?
But I do think they will win tonight. Cover 5, I don't know. But I do think they will win outright tonight against New York.
In the Western Conference, Phoenix and the Grizzlies have locked up the first and second seed for the playoffs. Golden State and Dallas are also guaranteed spots in the first round, but we don't know what the seed they'll finish with. The Nuggets, Jazz, Timberwolves are in a tight race for spots 5 through 7, each trying to avoid the dreaded play-in tournament. And we both know nobody wants to play in the play-in tournament.
No.
Golden Nugget. San Antonio Spurs are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games. We had them last night.
And they're hot as fish grease, as we would say. Tonight, watch out. Phoenix is playing the Clippers. Phoenix started this game. I don't know what the point spread was. They were minus $1.85. It has now changed to the Clippers at 2.5. Suspected rest here on Phoenix tonight, resting a lot of players. Both teams are locked in. So you got to watch here the last 3 or 4 games, which teams are going to be resting and stuff. You're really going to want to call him if you're playing the NBA.
More exciting division is the Eastern Conference right
Yes.
now. It's more of a tighter and a more solidified race than in the Western Conference. In the Eastern Conference, the top 10 teams are within 10.5 games of one another, but the playoff picture is all but set as seeds number 11 through 16 have already been eliminated.
Yes, it's now just jockeying for position.
Miami Heat, Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, Philadelphia 76ers, and the Chicago Bulls have all locked up playoff bids to the first round. Toronto Raptors are just 5.5 games behind the conference leading Heat and look to set to lock up the 6th and final guaranteed spot. The play-in tournament is shaping up to be Cleveland Cavaliers, Atlanta Hawks, Charlotte Hornets, and the Brooklyn Nets. Do people need to watch out for Miami in this fucking tournament?
Well, Miami won't be
Playoffs?
Miami, yes. Miami is good enough to go to the finals. They're also good enough to get knocked out in the first round. It depends what Miami team shows up. So they're going to have to go there. Jimmy Butler's going to have to get his team organized. You do have to watch out for them. As far as a play-in tournament with Cleveland, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Brooklyn, that will be a hell of a tournament. So I'm looking forward to that.
Take Cleveland all day long. Anyway, a couple different things that I want you to know, just how the NCAA tournament blew your guys' mind and things happened that you didn't expect to happen. I feel it's going to be the same thing in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
A lot of these big boys are going to be going home early. It's going to be a team that wins it all that you least expect. But more importantly, guys, we want to make sure that you guys are educated. And if you're going to fucking bet your hard-earned money, I mean, you guys work too hard for your money to fuck it off with some capper giving you a minus $300 game.
Yes.
If you really want a second income, if you want to get the finer things out of life, make sure you hit me up. I'll build you a little bankroll for first-time clients. It's a $100 bill, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for baseball, so we can get your feet wet, make you a little bit of money. I said I was going to do a $500 giveaway.
Yes.
We'll do it on Instagram.
Okay.
And that way we can, do something special, give everybody the opportunity to make a comment, follow, and give somebody $500.
So look out for Instagram. If you're watching the podcast, look out on Instagram for that $500 giveaway.
Yeah,
promotion.
I'll either do it tonight or we'll do it first thing in the morning. We're going to give a lucky listener $500. For those that don't know, we've had major problems with our YouTube channel over the last 4 months. Somehow I logged out, changed the passcode, and we can't retrieve our passcode, which is not allowing us to post anything on YouTube. So in the next 30 days, as fucked up as it is, I have to make a new channel.
Yeah, so we'll notify you guys through videos, through social media, so you'll know where the new channel is and where everything, all the content's going to go. So just make sure you stay tuned, watch that, and then when we tell you where the new channel will be, move over there, click the subscribe button so you get notified of all the videos.
I'm pretty sure they stay tuned. You see how many DMs we get about where's the sportsbook reviews, where's the Rolls Royce cams, where's the sports betting 101s?
All of it is coming, guys. New content, new everything is coming for you. We want to do lots for you. It's extremely busy over here. You have no idea, besides him running an office, getting the information. He's got clients in town. He's got young kids. There's lots and lots and lots going on.
No shit. You think I look forward to going working 14 hours a day on the $1 Million Weekend?
Yeah.
So, like I said, guys, we got a lot of shit cooking, and we want to make sure you eat. Behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the crew, I want to give a shout out to my crew who has wrote over $1 million in the last 4 weeks in business. I want to give a shout out to myself because without my winning games, you can write a certain amount of business, but the only way you upgrade people is to win for them. We retain more clients than anybody in the business, and we want to keep doing that. It's our job, and we've dedicated ourselves to making sure that you guys win more games than anyone in the fucking business. On behalf of VIP Sports and myself, we love you, and remember one thing. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. We'll see you next week. Deuces.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac.
I keep hearing things.